Hello.
Hey,
Hey, you guys. Happy Thursday. You-
hello,
Hello, stranger.
girl.
You're
Here,
back.
I am back. I am back, and it's
You tired?
little bit of jet lag. Yeah, a little
When
bit.
did you get back? Today or yesterday?
Last night, last night.
Ah,
Yeah.
ready to get back into swing of everything?
I started this morning at 7:30. I started
Yeah.
before, and I got back home this evening,
Ah,
and here we are.
it
You
was
look
a
beautiful.
thank you. Thank you so much. I had
You-
an epiphany. My stylist told me, she said, when I go live, never wear t-shirts. And she was saying, you have to, how you want to be perceived is how you got to show up. So I'm like,
Okay,
okay.
I was about to say, look at you, check you out.
Yeah, you know the girl, remember that was at the table with us? That was the stylist? Yeah, her.
Dope.
Well, there it is.
So what we talking? Wait, we're not live. What time is it? Well, what we talking about tonight? Just
I put on YouTube "Taking Back Your Life."
I didn't even see that.
So
Okay.
basically, kind of like catching up with Teresa, how things
Mm,
were, why that's
okay.
important, stuff like that.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube right now.
Well, that's good. Might as well be live. Might as well share it. Open this party, get this party started.
Okay. Okay, I see it. Well, we got like 2 minutes left. Should we
Yeah.
try to go live in let me see on the in a public group? Let me see if I can do that real quick. Um, well, are you ready? All right. All right, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live. You are here with Elevate to Activate, which are three amazing co-hosts. My name is Shanita, and we have
You got Teresa sitting right here on the other side of the world. Back on the other side of this world.
Ooh, we're
Back,
gonna talk about that. And we got
Dante,
the man
the
behind the plan.
visionary.
Yes. So we're excited to be here with you all tonight. I know the last time you seen us, it's been two of us, but now we back. And we ain't going nowhere, hopefully. But we here. So we're gonna talk to Teresa and get her feedback because she's been traveling all over the world in Greece, living her best life. And we want to hear from her. Tonight's topic is about taking back your life. And I think that you, Teresa, set a good example about that, being able to go to Greece while you have a whole team that you lead as well as E2A. And so taking back your time looks like what you've been able to do to go travel across the world and still show up. So yeah, again, I'm Shanita, Dante and Teresa, and Elevate to Activate. We are on Facebook. We have a public group and we have the private group. Make sure if you are tuning in from Facebook, join us on Zoom right now. You can engage with us live and ask us questions, or if you want to pick Teresa brain about Greece, you definitely can. So
Mm.
come on Zoom and come on Zoom and join us live. But with that, I'm excited to be here with y'all tonight. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever. It feels like it's been a long time since we've been live. It's only been a week, but it's feel like it's been a long time for me. Has it been
Mhm.
like that for y'all?
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like another life, actually. I mean, I I'm telling you what the difference in terms of how life goes in just a week or 7 to 10, 15 days, something like that. It feels like an expanded period of time. And but we back here now. So Dante, how are
Yes.
you?
He probably can't hear us. Oh, he
Oh,
can't
you
hear
can't
us.
hear it?
Um,
No,
Baruch, I don't
I
know.
heard you. I heard you call my name for a second.
Oh, I
Oh,
was just saying, yeah. Shanitha was saying that, it feels like it's been an extended period of time because, we've had these gaps, a little bit of gap in time in terms of number one, y'all were together last week, but it's been 2 weeks since I joined the group, and now here we are again, going into the month of August. How's it feeling for you? I wonder, can Dante
oh.
hear us?
He probably can't because
You
he's
asking
doing
me?
Yeah, yeah, we asking you.
All right. I missed it. Sorry. I'm over here trying to make sure I can get it on all the channels.
Okay, that's all right. That's all
Um,
right.
so what did you ask me again?
Shanika, I'm gonna let you
Oh,
repeat because I already
well,
repeated it.
I was just telling her that it felt like a long time since we talked, even though it's only been a week. And even with Teresa gone, I feel like it's been a long time. So when we do our lives, does it feel like that for you when we have a live one week and then we get ready for the next one? Does
Oh,
it feel
heck yeah.
long?
I'm there's a mission, the mission is to get the system set up, so setting up systems takes a lot of mental capacity.
Mm,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so from us testing the funnel, right? Us testing the emails, make sure the emails come in place, learning there's little tricks to give you that edge, um, to make it even work, and how to do that is very technical. So if you're trying to send an email to somebody and you have a cold email list, or your email list isn't warm, you got to like have them double opt in, have them, move the email to one email to another email. There's just little techniques and tricks, that when everybody's talking about building a funnel, they don't tell you this. At the Content to Cash Flow event, did anybody tell you how to optimize your email marketing?
Nope, not at
no,
Compass
no, no,
Cash
that
Flow.
that wasn't. Yeah, you didn't get that.
And
No.
so that matters, and to me, it gives me plenty of content for us to continue to talk about, um, how to have the systems communicating with each other, and all of that just matters. And I want
Okay.
to do it the free version because there's a lot of people that are going to be doing free. So you can pay
Mhm.
for Go High Level, $100 to $200 and up. You can pay for ClickFunnels, $100 and up. Um, but there are a lot of people that I've spoken to who don't even know about those tools, let alone willing to pay an extra $100 a month for. Now, is it worth it? Absolutely, it is. But if I can show you a way to do it, um, free 99, I think that would give us an edge as well. So just learning those things. So for me, busy, busy, busy. It
For
feels like this
sure.
comes around so fast. I'm like, it's already Thursday. So I'm not on the same page with that with you guys. But I did
Mhm.
want to hear what you had to say, Shanita, because you said hopefully, and that will keep coming live. And I'm like, hopefully.
Oh
What
no,
do you
no.
mean?
Did I say that?
No, 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 no. That's not, girl.
Oh, I'm like,
No, I
what did
think what
I
you
say?
said, didn't you say are you talking about showing up in the Facebook group? I think you were trying to worry about showing up
Yeah.
live on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
I
let's
think you
get that
caught the
cleaned
tail
up.
end.
Look, I'm like, what you talk? Well, he talk. Do you know some? I don't know. Wait a minute.
Right.
But what I would say real quick before we get started, I want to give a shout out to both of y'all because Dante does he do a lot of the structural stuff, and so
Mm,
shout out to you for keeping it all together, Teresa. I'm honestly I missed your energy these last 2 weeks.
mm,
I told Dante like if when I'm around y'all, I feel like I can do so much and take on so much because we're in that community together. And
mm,
so when you not here it was felt, but it still was powerful. And
mhm.
so we want to hear from you. How was Greece and how, when you think about today's topic, taking back our time,
Yeah.
how can you connect with that with your experience in Greece and, being a leader and walking away like that?
Well, there's always a question when you're running groups, when you're dealing with people and you've got systems going and you're in the center of it. There's always a question as to whether or not you can walk away. And I think that's part of the test in terms of whether or not you're building a business with systems that depends heavily on people, or if you're building a system that is essentially a job that depends on you. You know, that was the question because I knew I was going to be gone for half the month. And, can you leave? Can you go? Can you disappear and basically step out of the system that you've created and the system still operate at a high level and not structurally break down or have some, some major
Hmm.
issue take place that other people cannot solve. So you do have to bring in um, people that you can trust. And I think you never do anything by yourself. That
Right.
really is key. Nobody should ever have a situation where they want 100% of everything to rely on them. What we're
Mm.
looking for instead are systems that that maintain and keep things going so that you can step out and actually do some life as
Yeah.
opposed to making the business or where we are in our entrepreneurial journeys our life.
Yeah, that's so good. Is there something that, before you was thinking about before you left and then when you came back, it was like something you learned, like maybe I could did this different. Oh, I didn't have to do this thing because it all worked out. Is there anything that you could have a takeaway from your experience of leaving?
I mean, it was for me, it was a big, it was an aha. There was a lot of aha moments because the agents continued, the people in my groups, they
Mhm.
continued, everybody continued to operate as it was status quo. There was no major fires that took place. I was able to step out of the country and actually land in three or four different continents. I was counting the
Mm.
continents to be able to enjoy some of the just things that you might want to enjoy after working so hard for so long. So there was, the good news is that everything did do okay, which means that, there were good systems in place to handle things that would come up, that always come up. They come up all the time. So yeah,
That's amazing. So
yeah,
that makes you feel like, well, hey, I can be in
yeah,
Croatia next year, maybe next month. You know, is it, that's good though, because I mean you did things right. You had things right, even
yeah,
if you hadn't tested it yet, but it gave you some solace that, hey, I could possibly venture out into something else because I have these systems in place already.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that's
having the right
amazing.
people. It's who, not how. And then
Mm.
it's there. Yeah, and by the way, that is a book, right? Who, not
I
how.
got it in there. I ain't even opened it yet. I haven't
Yes, you
opened
got to open that
it.
book,
Yeah.
which teaches you that you have to know who can handle and step in your stead,
Mm.
and it's not for you to know how; it's for them to know how, and it's who is it that knows how. That's really key.
That's so good.
That is
Yeah,
good.
Um, that is so good. I was thinking about the top. Dante was talking. Was he talking?
Dante, you say something. He's muted.
I said
Okay.
that's good.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Um, so I was going to say talking about taking back our time. I was thinking about a video I watched. I watched Myron Golden video about reverse engineering your first $1 million, and he talked about, I think it was step 7, how you
Uh,
have to determine a product that can be a solution. He said he didn't say service on purpose. He said
right.
a product, and I was thinking about that, like when
Mhm.
we in coaching or whatever, what kind of program we do as entrepreneurs, are we thinking like that? Because products do take back your time,
Right.
right? Versus being like a one-on-one versus a one-to-many, things like that. So can we talk about that? How buying back our time, how that relates to products and services?
Yeah. I mean, you want to go, Dante? Because I don't want to monopolize the time because your turn. You can pick it up. I know you
If not,
know.
I can go real quick.
Janitha, go ahead, girl.
Okay,
Please.
so I thought about
I
that,
knew we
and
was going to war with China,
there
so
go
I've
that
been
name,
prepared.
Don. That's that
I
name,
thought I was gonna
Dante.
There
have
you
to go to war
go.
with niggas,
Yeah.
but I've been
All
waiting
right,
for
let me
this China.
see.
And these videos, these are pre-recorded videos. They're
I've
not
been waiting
real,
for this
they're
shit, China.
videos.
That's
Thanks for
funny.
joining us anyway. But
Yep.
anyway, so I was thinking about that because you got to think about the end game, right? What's the vision? And if
Mm,
you reverse engineer that,
What is
if
that?
you desire to be an anywhere entrepreneur, like my coach says, an anywhere entrepreneur,
right.
then you have to have products. And I'm excited because over the couple of weeks I was working on a product and it
You see how
came
it fit me just
and
right
I
there?
have the sample
You
of it
see how
and
this
it
cover
made
me
me
hit my
think
size
about
just right?
how I can serve, we can serve our people with products like maybe books, maybe something physical that doesn't get drowned out. I know it's like Dante was saying, a lot of free things is getting, clouded, and it's a lot of it. It's a lot of us out here.
Right.
But how can we create products that also have impact,
Right.
right? Like, can we show
Exactly.
up, but can we have something that represents us that don't require us to be always in the present? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and absolutely we can. Absolutely. They I think Myron calls it a core product, So
Ah.
things that are essential and that break things down to the essential level. So, and at different levels, you have different products,
Mm.
basically teaching similar information, but at a different depth. So,
Yeah.
the book, if you've got a product that's a book that's teaching specific information, then it's a self-learning, self-paced tool, and you don't get necessarily get some instruction, but you don't get the engineer who created it uh,
Mm.
one-on-one time or time with that person, because the product is you are interacting with the product on your own, and then
Hmm.
expected to implement the things that that you learn from that product. And it's a time saving thing, but it does sort of get people warmed up and introduced to you so that they understand exactly, the premise that you're coming from, what you're getting
Hmm.
ready to teach them. They get to get a dose of you. And if,
Yeah.
let's say that they're not able to implement the whole thing on their own, then what they can do is they can go deeper into your product chest, and especially if they're now, connected to the content, right? And
Hmm.
understanding what the content is, they can go deeper into the products that you offer and get higher level service by maybe joining a group that's where you're being coached within a group, which gives you a different level, but maybe the same information, but just at a very different level, because now you've got community connected to the product instead
Mm.
of you and the book. And then, of course, we can go deeper. We can go even deeper, in terms of meeting people in a public forum, face to face, kind
Mm.
of like how we met, right? And get even a deeper understanding, because you're being immersed into the whole thing, and it gives you a full life real view, and you can
Yeah.
go face to face, and it sort of makes it real, but each and every level brings you a different level of um, your audience closer to you or further away. And we start with products that are just the core product, like
Mm.
books, like video, like recorded information, maybe a training that's been pre-recorded in front of people. So it actually has, as Myron says, a learning feel, not just a teaching feel, right?
Yes.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good. You got
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
Dante?
Yeah, I think just really solving a real problem. As you know, we all have read or are still reading, because I am, Myron Golden's book From Trash Man to Cash Man.
Hmm.
And he really just spoke on, like, find a problem that people need, and he
Mm.
simplifies it as like somebody being hurt, needing a doctor, or there's a wedding coming up, somebody needing a wedding dress.
Hmm.
It's really, I think, creating products that just solve a real need will get the results that we're looking for anybody who has
Yeah.
something. um, I actually been listening to this new guy because I'm getting ready to start my 75 hard challenge tomorrow,
Mm.
What
August
is that?
1st.
Oh, I know what that is. That's some
75
work.
hard.
That's some work. That's some
Is
Yeah,
work.
that workout or is that business? A workout?
both.
Hmm.
Okay.
So basically, 75 hard is you drink a gallon of water every single day. You read for about 15, 20 minutes in a book every single day.
Mm.
You work out two 45-minute workouts, one outside, one inside. Um,
Ah.
and you really commit to your eating habit, like, and your no drinking. So
Mm.
it's really to
Discipline.
make your mind tough.
Right. For
It's
75 days?
75 days. And then
Oh.
he has one for like 90 days, and then he has one for a year, which goes into like intensity of cold showers and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So what the podcast I've been listening to is saying, we don't have to always come off as the authority.
Hmm.
Instead, you can come off as, like, come along with me on the journey.
Absolutely.
Um, so documentation is very key. You know,
Hmm.
there's when you create content, you say, hey, I'm Myra Golden. I've done. He's got a lot of proof behind him to back that up.
You know it.
But
Mhm.
there's still a product that says, hey, I'm building a business that's going to generate $100,000 a month. Watch me work.
Or a
You know,
day.
Yeah.
Or a day in Myron's case.
That's content for real. You gonna
yeah.
have ads
Yeah,
all day.
yeah, all day.
And people will show up just to watch you light yourself on fire. That's a saying that
Mhm.
they talk about with Gandhi.
Yeah,
Burn so bright that people will come and watch you light yourself on fire. So
exactly.
that's the goal of like building that audience of like, hey, watch us build something,
Oh,
get raw.
yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. So is that when people talking about buying back their time, is it that they using certain tools? If they start not in business, they may not necessarily have the funds to invest in certain tools. So you saying like free 99, basically, right? Like free tools for maybe emails and landing pages, things like that.
That's part of it, but really, Teresa talks about this a lot. Uh, Only focusing on the things that like you can do, like work on what's money making habits for you.
Mhm.
For me to do
Money
what I'm
making
doing,
activity. Said it.
money making activities.
Right.
So for me doing this, it is going to make money eventually because I want to be able to show people how to build it, right?
Mhm.
So it's important for me to learn it. But buying back your time is working on things that are truly money making activities for you, whether it's planting a seed now and doing it later. Think of it as like farming. Um, Buying back your time is just using tools eventually that help you scale. But if you can't
Mhm.
farm a watermelon, if you don't know how to plant a watermelon, no
Yep.
matter if you have the biggest tractor out there on that field, if you don't know the basics of agriculture, you're not going to be able to buy back your time. So
Right.
it's
For
it's
sure.
really doing the simple things that you've learned to master and then taking it to the next level
Yeah.
with tools to help you scale.
But somebody, right, like so someone who is starting out, they say, you know what, I believe I have um a mission on earth and I'm supposed to do this. But like I said, they may not start out and they may not have the funds to reserve to hire a virtual assistant to handle some of the back end because starting out, honestly, we did start out doing everything ourselves. And sometimes you don't have the means to hire somebody part-time 20 hours a week or even 40 hours a week to handle the stuff that you don't want to do. So speaking to those people, right? Because we're gonna have a mixed audience of people who are already established and those who desire to become entrepreneurs. So
Yes.
those desiring to become entrepreneurs, they have to understand that you do have to start out with doing the things yourself, unless you're gonna be bleeding money. You may not even have sales yet. So speaking to that, and I know you big
I,
on this,
I
Dante.
I have a good example of that. So
Okay.
there is this client who's a multimillionaire of mine, and we went to Florida for the swimwear festival something.
Mhm.
Now, the culture in Miami is very different from down south, in Houston or Dallas, Texas. Houston, you can throw some money at people and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll give you this connection or that connection. But because of Hollywood and Miami being very entertainment driven cities,
Mhm.
they're not going to rock with you just because you flashing a little bit of money. Instead, you actually make yourself a target. So he's trying
Mhm.
to throw some money around, like, yo, like, I need the best for this and the best for that. I'm willing to pay whatever it takes. And people still weren't rocking with him
Mm.
because we don't know you. What's your
Right.
relationship? What kind of work have you put in out here? And it was actually so powerful to see. And he was kind of getting discouraged. And I said, hey, just show up to where they are and start to connect with them.
Yeah,
And
you got to
then you'll
build
be
the
able to start to
relationships.
build
Mhm.
relationships. And then you'll be able to start to ask for favors. The culture is different here because they protect their network. And so it's very important, for people who don't want to bleed money to build those relationships. But here's the second part. I followed Damon John from Shark Tank around,
Mhm.
with his book tour called The Power of Broke.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
he mentioned the power of broke being so powerful because you have to get creative.
Yes.
Look for different ways. Sometimes money is a fast track to like um blowing a lot of money. You know,
It's
it
also
can.
going to expose
1000%.
you. It can also expose you because it'll
Mhm.
put you out there in a faster speed. And if you're not quite ready and you
Mhm.
haven't done the repetitions and you're not ready to go prime time, then it will expose you and it'll make you you sometimes you don't need
It'll
that.
humble you.
You don't need the
Yeah.
Yes.
sign. Sometimes you don't need
Yes.
it because it will show all your flaws, all your holes, all the things you didn't do. Just, so it's not always, sometimes you do need the repetition. You do need the iterations. You need to go over
Mhm.
and over. You need to really think through. We don't want to be famous for being dumb or famous for not
Come
understanding
on.
it or famous for whatever. We got to be here to actually represent and add value to the people whose lives we're trying to serve in whatever capacity we are trying to serve. So
Mhm.
that
Oh,
light shining
yeah.
might not be the
That's
best thing.
good.
That is so good. And there's just certain secrets that you know, like for marketing, for instance. I used to look at those magazines and see like get a six pack in 6 weeks. And I believed it.
Yeah.
Don't
We
believe
all did.
that. No, do not believe that. Do not believe
That's
that.
good
We're,
copy.
we're not doing 6 packs in 6 weeks. That
Okay.
is the mess. All right, Dante, come on.
No,
Well,
I'm telling you for real though. I
no, for
believed it
sure. We all saw it.
because it was marketing. It was good copy.
Mhm.
So a lot of stuff that we're getting fed is good marketing and good copy. But if you actually put in the reps, it does protect you from knowing, man, that's BS, that's baloney. Like that, it ain't just that easy. But to
No,
those who don't know, that's
Mhm.
how, they kind of get stuck in the trap.
Ah,
that
breaking the
trap.
trap.
And you know what I like about, oh, y'all, I want to talk to you guys about that. Okay, I
I
know you
had a
probably got
thought
some
before
questions.
I forget it.
But go ahead,
Everybody should
Shamika.
read the Power of Broke. That book, like Dante said, you will be creative. You listen. We all started somewhere, and
Mm,
you are creative. So read that book, Power of Broke. The second thing,
Damon
which
John.
yeah,
Yeah.
Damon John, Therese, when you mentioned about growing too fast and getting exposure, I
yeah,
saw a post on TikTok, and the guy was basically saying, don't get discouraged if it's taking you maybe a year or two to grow, and you wonder like why is Sally growing so fast, and she's not as good as me. And they say you don't know why you're there. You don't know why it's taking you that long and why you being basically nurtured. So don't try to move too fast. Don't be anxious for it. And you reminded me of that when you said that. So
yeah.
yeah.
You got to plant the seeds and you got to
And
let them
but
mature and you got to
that
let them come up.
Yeah.
that is so
There it
key
is.
because you don't know how long somebody's been germinating. Their
Yes.
seed has been germinating.
Yes.
We don't know. But Russell Brunson did say, and I think the David guy said, he said, do a webinar every week for 52 weeks.
And you're going to get good. You're going to get good. You're going to get
Come
real
And
good.
he
on.
said, you will not be broke. Like you will be making
Mm,
money because it's a
Right.
year. Like we're
Right.
only are 2.5 months in. Like
Four,
by
four, four. Have we been out here 4 times or five?
we getting there.
Oh yes, we're just doing the reps and putting the iterations
Hmm.
in as a group, as a collective, and sharing the gifts. And that is a phenomenal thing to do, is to allow other people to shine because you got your gifts, Shanitha, you got your gifts, Dante, you got your gifts, everybody out there, y'all got y'all's gifts.
Y'all
But
hear that?
it's the collective that brings out the fruit and that
Mm,
brings out the things that we need to have as just as a
that
community
that
so that
that
we
that
can,
edge,
yes,
that
that
edge, that
that allows
community
us to
does
move
give you
forward.
that edge.
Hmm.
yeah.
Shanitha, you were asking about somebody if they were getting started and why they would go the free route versus maybe the paid route. So I just want to kind of give explanation of why I even mentioned that. It's also, I want to remove any mental barriers for some people. Some people
Yeah.
really have mental barriers. They
Mm,
think it just costs this or it's going to take that or it's going to do that. And it's like, what if, and I think Samika did a post, right?
Mm.
Um,
mm,
on Facebook. She said, what if there was like nothing stopping you from being able to do exactly what you want to do, what would you be doing?
Yeah.
And I love that question because it's like begin with the end in mind. Think from that
Hmm.
place and start to get the materials that you need to build, you know. But first, just don't. Some people will, man, this really is a mental thing.
It
Some
is.
people will really stop themselves
Absolutely.
because they get overwhelmed by trying to figure out what needs to be done.
Or what other people think.
That's
Oh,
self-sabotage and
Thing.
procrastination.
come
Right in the
on.
bowl.
Listen, all of those things, all of those
Come on.
things.
Hmm.
And a question that came up, I feel like I was on like 30 hours of continuous flights trying to get back.
You know, isn't it more exhausting flying sometimes?
Oh, shoot. I mean,
I know, right?
and wait a minute. And they come around every 30 minutes with another meal. No, thank you. No more
Ooh, you
food,
back though.
please.
Thank you, Lord. You back.
I'm back. But what I was going to say is there was a book that I was reading while I was on one of the flights. Don't ask me which one. But in this book, she asked a really good question. She said, we tend to believe that we have this unlimited amount of time. We tend to believe that our life will continue to journey on. We tend to
Mm,
believe that somebody else's RIP is not going to be that's not our situation, right?
come on.
But one of the things that, and this is my interpretation of what she said, is, but what would you be doing today if you knew that tomorrow wasn't going to exist for you?
Oh man.
Are you doing the things that you would be doing if you knew that in 1 week, that's all the time you had? See, we've got
Um,
to operate from that perspective. And that's to your point, Dante, that is a mental framework that we've got to get into.
oh,
You
let's
must get into the framework. That'll get you
yeah.
moving, won't it?
Let's get into it because the topic is taking back your life, and that's so crucial. What you just
There it
said.
is.
It reminded me of I think it was Jim Rohn, and he
Yep.
said, "Matt, oh, it's something. Imagine at your funeral, and everyone's sitting around your casket. What are they
Mhm.
saying about you? And they looking down. No,
Right.
I think it was I forgot his name, Les Brown.
Uh,
And at your own funeral, the people standing around you, and it's like what you just said. Like if you, I always wonder why do people wait until they got sick? Why did they wait till they like they last moment in life to reflect on their life and have the desires to do something different? I'm like,
right.
why don't we live like that now?
And so
You,
that's the point. The exercise in the book was to get you into that mindset that you
Yeah.
live right now as if tomorrow doesn't exist, because in reality tomorrow does not exist. There's going to
yeah.
be
Yes.
a lot of people
No,
that don't wake up tomorrow
it really
morning.
doesn't.
Yes.
You right
You know,
now is all you got.
the Bible talks about that in James. I want to say it's in
Mm.
James 4. It says, you know, he actually calls it ignorant for us to believe. He says, to those of you who say, we'll go to such and such a town and do such and such a thing a year from now, he was like, it's very evil and wicked and how arrogant
Mm.
of you. He said, instead, what you ought to say is, if God wills it, then we'll do it. Such and
Yeah.
such a thing in
Mm-hmm.
such and such a town.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the reality is, even I have on my mirror, to not use the gifts that God has given me is an insult to my creator.
Mm.
That's
Oh.
what
Okay.
I have on my mirror, like written
Mm.
down. Every
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
day when I look at that mirror, if I'm not using what he's given me, it's an insult to the one who's given it to me. That's almost like you getting
Yes.
a really cool gift that somebody
And you don't.
saved up for, and you just
Yeah.
are like, oh, whatever.
Toss it or act like it doesn't
You don't
exist.
even open it.
Right. And that's the key. You've got to open it. You've got to, I mean, this lady's position was
Mm.
to live on purpose intentionally, and it doesn't have to be loud. Like
Yeah.
you can do this quietly and let your actions speak for what your intention is, and to let that bring out, the next, what's going to happen next. So, but it is a situation where don't forget that tomorrow is not promised. So
Come on.
whatever you waiting on, I mean, you may not even get the opportunity if you're not moving the way you need to move now, because again, now is all we have. Right now is all we have. And we're lucky, blessed, and given grace to have tomorrow. but you need to use
Yes.
what you got right now, put that energy out right now to get done whatever you say you're going to get done sometime in the future. So,
I
yes.
hope that reached somebody because that's powerful.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
how would you
you know,
show up?
it's
How
taking
would you
back your
show up
life.
tomorrow? Yeah, how would you show up tomorrow with if you had that thought? You know, think about that. And the problem is that we know that we have finite time in these vessels, but yet we walk around here like zombies.
Hmm. A lot of
Day
power.
to day, with no purpose, no intention, no North Star. It's like we forget that we are blessed with abundance and create. We are creative. We
Yes.
have creativity. We're supposed to create.
Yes. And I like the
We
way,
absolutely forget, and that's what I
Ah,
want to talk about. Um, I didn't even realize this, right? This was on accident, but God's creativity is divine and on purpose.
yes.
mhm.
Um,
And wait a minute,
so
while you hold that thought real quick, because
go
you know
ahead.
what? One of our teachers says that the number one thing that God shows us about himself is that he is creative.
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 Yes,
Myron
Because
Golden.
he says
yes,
in
Yep.
the beginning, I created.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he goes through all the things he created all the way down to man. And he said he put an aspect of that creativity in every single person, every single human being that's born. But I just had to throw that in there because I was going to lose the thought. But Johnson, go ahead. Go ahead. You know,
But that's good.
this is
No,
That's
so
good.
creativity.
that's key. And so I was like, you guys see the book, right? The book cover
Mm,
on Breaking Free from the Trap.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
it. Mhm.
And
yeah.
it's a
You
maze.
Yes.
let me pull that up. Yeah.
I was like, when I was designing, I can probably even show you in the Canva. I was designing, boom. Can y'all see that?
Mm-mm.
No, you're not sharing your
You gotta
screen.
share your screen.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
I'm going to mute myself real quick and chat with folks that are on Facebook. Hang.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Not yet. But if anybody watching in the meantime, join us on Zoom, connect with us on Facebook, Elevate to Activate, or E2A group on Facebook. Join our group.
All right. You see it?
Yeah, we see Canva.
All right. So boom, right? But this was like generated by AI. I couldn't really get it where I wanted to get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
So I started making it layer by layer.
I see. Nice. Y'all got
These
a
are like
screen.
layers. You can move this like layer by layer,
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Very nice.
kind of messing around with it. Came to this. But I looked at it because I'm kind of, this is just me as a creative. I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is a maze.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Mm.
This is a 3D type looking maze almost, where even these right here, these are breakout points.
I like it.
Right.
Breaking free
Yeah.
from the trap. We're
Yeah.
literally, because I was like, what is our logo?
That's
Is
dope.
it a shield? Is it, these are the type of random questions I was asking.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Mm.
no, we're breaking the maze. We're breaking the norm. And so, and this again was not on purpose, but I'm just looking at it like, this looks like
Mhm.
a maze.
Didn't even know it when you was making it.
Didn't even real exactly. And that's really where I'm getting to. Like, I, when you're taking back your time, you're getting out of the maze. A lot of times, again,
Ooh. You better preach. You better preach.
I'm telling you,
You got to eject yourself out that maze. Get
eject, break,
eject.
like
God.
like break free from the trap. And
Mhm.
so Myron Golden talked about this. He said he was doing some job on the farm. What was it? Helling.
Yes, no, he
Oh
was saying,
yeah.
well, he was working on the farm. He said, if you ever want to understand how much hard work it is, you know what hard work is. He talks about the laborious, the difficult, the tedious, the getting down in the dirt, the getting up real early, the having to carry heavy things. He said that's what I'm talking about work. He said, this ain't real work like that. You know, this is not real work
But
like that. So
true, but
yeah,
I think he said he knew he wasn't going back.
that's
Oh
that was
yeah.
but that was the sticking point. I ain't going
Yeah.
back
He
to
said he did
that.
it for like a day or something. It was a wrap.
A
One day,
day.
one day.
Lasted a
Mhm.
day. Imagine if he would have stayed in that. He said
Come
he knew
on.
he was not born to do that. Now he understood the ethic of it, but he said, I'm not born to do that. He immediately knew that would have been a trap.
The
Mm,
There's
awareness.
mm.
how many things are y'all doing or have we've seen people do who we know like, yo, this wasn't your calling. This
Right.
Come
wasn't really
on.
for you. Maybe somebody suggested it and you're stuck in it.
Come on, Dante.
Or maybe you decided to go ahead and try something or another, but you really had some other calling in you that you would like to bring out that you're just feeling like you cannot get it done for whatever reason. What about, that's another trap.
Come on, shiny object syndrome.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Wow. That's so wow. How many things are out here that's like, oh, try this, do this, start a business for $100, start this and get it. Like there's so many
Six
things
pack in
vying for
six
you.
weeks.
Six
Oh,
pack in
yes.
6 weeks. Everything wants your attention right now. Are you gonna be a bobblehead like every day?
Yeah. So what's
You
important?
know?
What's
But it's
important about this
constantly
whole thing?
being marketed to you from all sensory billboards, commercials. You know, you got to be like this.
Focus.
Tunnel vision. You've got to really put your authentic self and come from heart space and
Mm-hmm.
know that you're making a difference and knowing that what you say and what you do are congruent and knowing that we are bringing value to somebody else who needs it at a high level and knowing that we cannot serve everybody because somebody has to serve somebody else. You serve the people that you serve, knowing how important it is, knowing that when you are in your
Come
energy,
on
that
now.
things go
Yes.
down in a way that can't nobody stop it. It's like a freight train
This is
and
what
it is
Shanita was talking
coming
about.
to the
Right.
table to express what it needs to express, to bring
Yeah.
the energy up, to lift somebody else out of their whatever they need. Break
Yeah.
free from that trap.
Come on.
Woo!
Come
Break
on.
free from that trap.
Who needed that right there? Did I need that? Do we need that? Me, all hands on
Break
deck.
free from that trap. And
Wow.
don't be fearless about it because
Come
tomorrow
on.
is not promised.
Promised.
It
Yes.
is not
And let's
promised.
not forget something. I think we need to talk about this, that in this line of work that we're doing, whatever you decide to do, is quality versus quantity.
Quality.
Because when you're trying to chase everything, you may think, well, why my audience is not as big as theirs is? But you may not be called to serve this big amount of people. You may be called to serve your core audience, and they may be small, but you're still impactful. And I think people need to understand
That's
that because
powerful.
they will compare themselves because their number's not as big as yours. But I got
Stop
people,
it.
my people on fire. Like they trust me. You got all these people out there that's full of trolls. I mean, I trust you. You looking at numbers. It's quality over quantity.
Reach who
Oh,
you need.
absolutely.
Reach
Quality
who
over
you need.
quantity.
Yes.
Absolutely. You definitely want quality. And you're going to learn that when you start doing email marketing. You only got so many emails
Come
before
on.
it's like, hey, this list ain't accepting this because it ain't growing. You need quality lists, a quality lead.
Quality,
So,
not quantity. You show
yeah.
up with a message, you show up intending on making a difference. The people who need to hear what you have to say will hear you because you're bringing a solution to the table and
Yes.
they resonate with those
Mm,
solutions. So you've got to be authentic to who you are and
Yep.
not to who nobody else is.
Yep.
yeah.
Not comparing yourself, not contrasting yourself. There was this saying, and I think I'm pretty sure y'all heard it, but here it is. When you are successful, you want to compare that. People don't understand that success breeds more success.
Yeah.
The more successful you are, the more success there is to have, because it's not just you, it's you and everybody that is impacted. Because when you impact them, they now have a different level of success. And
Mm.
the
Absolutely.
point that we want to make is that God created the apple tree. Y'all remember this, right?
Yes.
And the minute people think if you eat all the apples off the tree, there are
Come
no more
on.
apples. But what you've got to realize is God created the apple with the seeds inside of them, and the seeds created an orchard of
Yep.
apples.
Yep.
Teresa,
There is no limitation. It only gets bigger. It only
come
gets
on.
It
better. It only
multiplies.
grows. There are
Yes.
no limitations.
It
So we just need to
multiplies.
remember that. It multiplies things. It
Yeah.
does not divide. It is not divisive. It does not limit. It multiplies things. And we need to
Yeah.
understand that. Helping other people and watching other people grow is the nature of growth. Everything
Yeah.
when
Yes.
it's growing. You cannot
Elevate
The
to
seed.
okay.
activate.
Come on, the seed.
There it is.
Oh man, that's
So
powerful.
this is what I
Wow.
love about our first lead magnet,
Yeah.
especially to those who are going to start to come in more and start to catch up and binge watch, right?
Mm.
Like our content.
Right.
The lead magnet is unique because the first thing is we understand. You're like, man, they believe, but I don't believe. They
Mm.
know who they are,
Right.
but I'm trying to figure out who
Mm.
I am.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the lead
But
magnet that we offer, the Breaking Free from the Trap challenge, the
right.
first 10 days is rewiring your mind so that you can know who you are,
Come
Yeah.
so that you
on.
can know your identity, so that you
Yeah.
can like see who you are and what you're naturally gifted at,
Yes.
and actually
Yeah.
detoxing your mind from
Right.
any poisonous thoughts that could
Fears.
be holding you
Fears.
back.
False evidence appearing
Appearing
real.
real.
False evidence appearing real. Fears.
Yes.
And we
Absolutely.
are indoctrinated with it all day long, with the fear of comparison, the fear of
Oh,
envy, the fear of lack, the fear of
mm.
having to be confined and constrained into a specific or else,
Hmm.
all of these fears. So that breaking free from the trap challenge that we have out there will help you identify and, like you said, work on the mindset, clearing up some of these things and making sure that you
Absolutely.
start on a
It's
good
it's and
platform.
so once you, because you, just in case you're listening, you're like, man, these guys are on fire. We've been training for years.
Yes. We ain't wake up like this, okay?
Like
Oh, that's
it
right.
took
That's it. I ain't wake up like that. You should have saw me earlier on this. I was
Man.
taking a nap in between to try to get off the jet lag.
Come on. It's been years, like he said, though. You're right.
it's
Decades.
been years, but you can fast track that by joining with us, by partnering with
Hmm.
us, because
Oh,
we
yes.
want to see you win. And
Community.
then
Yeah.
once you start to go through this challenge, don't allow the 30 days to intimidate you. 30 days
Yeah.
goes by like that,
Oh,
especially when you're focused on like the growth and tuning into our
Hmm.
lives, going on to our socials and seeing the posts, connecting with
yes.
our audience in the group,
Right.
and reaching out. Because there's people who may want to hear your story, who do want to hear your
Yeah.
story, who need to hear your story.
Yeah, everybody
Also,
has a story. Everybody has power in their story. And
Yeah.
their
absolutely.
stories, they've learned things that they can share with other people that will help to move the other person to the next level. Dante, you just spoke it, right?
Yeah.
You
And
just
Yeah.
I,
everybody has a story. Dante is the storyteller, y'all. If you're not
hmm
over on Elevate to Activate right now in our public Facebook group,
Elevate to activate.com.
you can meet
Yeah.
him right now, and he is the storyteller. He can get your story out there. He can help you to express it. So you
Yeah.
definitely want to, connect in, because he is the real deal, Holyfield. He is
Real
the real
deal.
deal, a real deal, Holyfield, in terms of storytelling and being able
Hmm.
to express.
And I appreciate that. But you know what I knew one of my calling was,
Mm,
because one of the like celebrities was like, how could you not want to keep this position? Because I told him, I said, I'm bouncing,
right.
and
Mm.
and you couldn't pay me enough. And the whole audience and people that were around were like, like mind blowing. He's like, you know how many people would kill for this role? I said, it does not align with who I am.
Yeah.
Now, it's
You know how
one
that
thing to
is.
go do this for celebrities, but I believe you're a celebrity. I
Yeah.
believe Shanita's a celebrity. Therese, you know, I
Come on.
believe that you have your own unique story, and I want to help draw it out of you. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
it's great that other people have found their lane, and that's great. And I can ride those coattails, but I don't want to do that. I want to be the
Come on.
person that you think of, and I'm like, man, this person came out of life and helped me elevate, helped me
Right.
Come
activate,
on.
helped me believe
Right.
in myself.
And that's the job, though. The job is for you to stay in your genius. The job
Mhm.
is for, everybody has their genius, and we need to stay in our genius, and then find the who's, not figure out the hows, so that we can bring together this tapestry of just talent and genius
Mhm.
that brings the everybody else's life. It uplifts the people that we come in.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
all ships to rise with the
All ships.
tides.
That's right.
And
Come
and
on.
Yeah.
here's the thing. So you jumped into my storytelling part, but the other part in the middle of our lead magnet of our challenge, right, is leading yourself.
Mm.
So once you
Mhm.
start to rewire your mind, once you start to really identify who you are and whose you are and what it is that you're meant to do, buying back your time instead of not living in distractions, getting focused. Now it takes leading yourself, because if you want to be able to start to make an impact in others, you first have to be able to make an impact in yourself.
Come
Mhm.
on.
And as you do that, now when you're leading yourself, you get to lead others. Teresa's huge on leadership. She just talked
Yep.
about it. When she came back, she got to experience that
Yeah,
she's
I
led
mean,
her team so
shout out to
well
my
that they
team.
kept it going.
Shout out
Yeah.
to my team.
Yeah.
These things happen. Your team, nobody does anything by themselves. There is no, you only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 7 days in a week. That's 168 hours in a week.
Shout
You
out to the
got to sleep.
team.
Yeah, listen, shout out to the team. Teammates in the background, teammates in the foreground, people holding
Yeah.
you up, people lifting you. We always have to give that credit and allow people to shine again in their
Yes.
genius.
Mhm.
Allow them to do their thing, so that not only are you helping them to fulfill what their mission is, but you are also, it allows you to go and do your thing. Like,
Mhm.
enjoy some of the life that you're creating. Enjoy the energy. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You don't get to do that unless you allow someone else to be what they need to be, and
Yeah.
give their take on whatever the position is. So it's the how, the who, not the how. Excuse me, the who, not the how, that gets it done. So
Yeah. And the
yeah,
who is leadership. The who
yeah,
still comes from leadership.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then the next part is showing up. So once you've rewired your mind and you're practicing those tips, and then you're now leading yourself so that you can become the who, now document that,
yeah.
because that's a whole process that doesn't need to be
Standard operating procedure.
scripted.
Standard operating procedure, so you don't have to keep repeating things
Mm.
over and over again and relearning. You don't want people to have to relearn. You want them to have a standard way of proceeding, so that they can
Yeah.
step into your stead or whatever position, and it keeps going, right? It keeps going with
That's
Yeah.
you
it.
or without you. The one
Yeah.
thing I would say, I'm gonna say this. My father was an entrepreneur. My father was an entrepreneur, and he started in 1972. They called it, well, I won't tell you what they called him, because they said he had shiny heels when he was working a job. So
Okay.
anyway, but look, so he decided to become an entrepreneur. He owned a business called Carpet Talk and it was in Columbus, Ohio, where he built this business. Here's the thing, though. The what he didn't do was set up. He was in that business 7 days a week for
Mm.
27 years. He did not
Mm,
have standard operating procedures. So March 10th, 1999, I'm talking to my father on the phone. This is 27 years after he started this business. He has $2.3 million, 1999, in contracts that he's got to fulfill. He's got all the inventory and the deposits on these contracts that he's got to fulfill. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a call that's saying that he's had a massive heart attack in his
Wow.
business. I get there, I get to the hospital where he is. He's no longer living, he's gone. Now,
Mm,
so now he's got three children who can't step into his business because he didn't have standard operating procedures. And so,
mm,
so basically, essentially, if without him, the business is dead, right? Because nobody knows how to operate the business. It is so critically important to have those
wow.
procedures, even if it's not your children, because mostly your children will not follow. Mostly they just inherit the value that you create. So you
Mm,
don't necessarily want that. You want the best person to create the continuation. Or what you do is you put your life investment in something and it does not transfer. How
mm.
important is it for our community to start transferring the wealth, to start
Yeah.
to start having the continuation, and to stop having people start over and over and over again? How important is it to make sure that you leave a legacy, not just a pile of cash, but
Yeah.
something that will continue long after the creator who created it is gone? How important is that, y'all?
It's
Wow. That's wow. Thank you for sharing that,
legacy.
Teresa. That is what we have failed to do for
Yeah.
so long. And I always think about that. I don't want my kids starting from scratch.
Mm,
When you
Yeah.
look at society now, most
Man.
people are not starting from scratch except for us. So I'm thankful you shared that because somebody needs
Thank
to
you.
hear that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's so
Man,
important,
that's
y'all.
Because people start getting in business and you thinking, "Oh, I'm just in business to make money and do all these things," but you're not thinking about what happens after you. You have legacy, you have kids, you may have a spouse, a
Yes.
partner. That's so important.
You
And
have
so
a
how you set up
community
your
also.
business,
You have a
community,
community.
yeah,
You
that's
have people that
powerful.
if you're in business and you're not just self-employed, and not
Mhm.
there's no down on being self-employed, but having a business is a little bit different because
Yeah.
other people are dependent on the outcome of the business. What the business
yeah.
produces is not just in the people that it serves, but it's also the people that are in the business that are serving the community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is a give and a take, and the value that's put out has to be worth more than the money that the business is receiving in order for the
Absolutely.
business to continue. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it's an important it's an important factor when it comes to building and leading and putting together the things that we need to put together to keep our businesses going. And it's the
Mm.
people that matter. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a great
Yeah.
way to close out tonight. That was really,
yeah.
Yeah,
really
that's a
good.
great way. That's why you
Get
guys
to
want
the
to
end,
Yeah.
follow
y'all.
us,
Yeah.
join the movement with us, subscribe with us because you get to watch it unfold. This will
In real
become
time.
an eight-figure business.
Come
Yeah.
on. In real time.
Nine, eight, nine, 10,
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I guess as
Yeah.
far as we want to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said
Yeah.
eight, nine,
Think
10.
about
And,
okay.
wait a minute.
This gonna be a
It's gonna
Facebook
be what it
memory
is,
that
it's
pop
gonna be
up
what
in a
it is.
couple years, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be what
So
Wow.
watch the movement.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how can I
Join
get the
it.
the the 30-day guide? They can go on the Facebook group and get it. How can they get it?
Yeah. Tell us.
Dante, how can I get the 30-day guide, the download?
All right. So you can go to elevate to activate.com. Um, that's where it's at right now.
Elevate2activate.com.
Elevate
Elevate
Uh,
two, number two, activate.
number two.
the number two, yeah.
Okay.
Elevate two. Activate.
Number
Yeah, go
two.
to our website, elevate2activate.com.
Mhm.
Um,
Join the Facebook group if you're not already in it, because I'm
yep.
I got my own Facebook page, so they can jump
Yeah.
in to the group. Yeah.
Yeah, join our group. When
Okay.
you go to our website, you'll be able to join our group too from the website. Um, yeah, guys, test the
Yeah.
link out, check it out. Of course, still growing it, still building it, still, modifying, but um, let's start pointing people to that, elevate to activate.com. It'll get you access to all of our social media handles. It'll give you access to our Facebook group. It'll give you access to the live.
Yeah.
and you'll be able to get your
Mm.
free guide.
Yeah, the free guide is that's critical. So if we here's the thing I want everybody to understand that if we're putting it out there, we could actually charge for it. The information that we're putting out
Yeah.
there has enough value. We will not put anything out there that we couldn't charge a really premium price for. So
Oh
right,
yeah, but we will.
yeah,
As
what I want
Shanita
them to
said
know
last
is
week, she
that
said this
right
ain't gonna
now,
stay this way.
For
yeah, but right
sure.
now they can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right now. Yeah.
You can get it right now while we are growing it, while we're seeding it, while we're planting,
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
there's opportunity for you to participate and to really just receive some significant value with us pouring in from a heart space where
Yeah.
we're really trying to make the difference, be the difference, in our own unique way as a
Yeah.
community. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and,
That's what it is.
right. So, yeah.
With that, it'll be nice. We have someone that join next time. If you want to be in a hot seat, have a moment, ask us some questions, maybe delve into what your issue is. Join us on Zoom.
Yeah.
It's like we
Yep.
said, it's free right now. So join us. You have a
And I
question.
think that's even in the website as well. It talks about being
Yeah,
able to
hot
get
seat.
in the hot seat, or it's in one of
Okay.
the emails.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
And then that way, if you sign up, we can figure out whatever your question is ahead of time and then go from there. So join us, and we will be the same time, same place. Next time, 8 o'clock CST, 9 p.m. What's that? EST? What's that PST? I don't know. Ask
EST.
ChatGPT.
And I don't
Okay.
even know.
5? Is that
Wait
5
a
p.m.?
minute, EST, wait a minute, in Greece, it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's what?
It's 7 hours, girl. You
Oh,
know,
7 hours.
it's 3 a.m. in Greece. I mean, you
Yeah, she was on here. It was
at 3 a.m.
at
okay.
3 a.m.,
Get you a Teresa.
4
You
a.m.
can't have her,
Man,
but I'm
we
just
are
saying, get you a
blessed.
Teresa. Okay. Yeah.
Blessed.
So I'm so glad, you guys. If you got something from this, let us know in the comments. If you're watching from YouTube, drop a comment. Let us know. Did you get a takeaway from this? On Facebook, if
Right.
you're watching this, did anything stand out for you? Was the conversation powerful to you? Because it was powerful to me. And I wasn't even talking that much, but I was like, ooh, that was so good. But if it
No.
helped you in any way, let us know. We want to hear from you because we're not here just to talk. We want to make sure we make an impact. So let us know. Like Jonte said, download the free go download the 30-day guide via the website on Facebook. And with that, we will see you next week. Same time, same place.
Same time.
See ya.
See
See you
y'all.
guys.
Peace.
So I'm gonna get some
Bye.
rest. I'll talk to you guys later.